We're looking into the corner occupied by Mr. Moto in the center, and the champ, Joe Pazandak. On the other side, Mr. Fuji, Mr. Moto's valet, with him also. But now I see that Jules Strongbow is ready to introduce our main eventers.
One moment, please, boys. This is your main event of the evening, a tag team match. Best two falls out of three, or 4 15-minute rounds, Australian style, including rest periods. Introducing the first team in the black corner, weighing 241 pounds, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Joe Pazandak. His partner, weighing 240 pounds, one of the greatest sumo catch-can and judo wrestlers ever to come out of Japan, Mr. Moto. Their opponents in the white corner. First, from Singapore, weighing 19 stone 2, 262 pounds, Lord Layton. His partner tonight, weighing 16 stone 8, 232 pounds, from England, Lord James Blears. Lord Layton and Lord Blears appear tonight through the cooperation and consent of their manager, Captain Leslie Holmes. We have two referees for this great tag team match, Ted Grice and Cecil Payne.
Mr. Moto is being divested now of his haudi, the short kimono, called that in the Japanese language, by Mr. Fuji, his valet. There seems to be a little difficulty in unfastening it. Now it is accomplished, and the haudi in a very colorful figured cloth is taken off. Mr. Moto in his wrestling tights, his short tights, bright scarlet and yellow. And off come the gaiters, the wooden shoes, and the tabis, the famous socks that the Japanese favor, you know, with a special compartment for the big toe. And the glasses and the fan. And there seems to be some question between the two British lords about the propriety of this wrestling outfit. But anyway, as they discuss it, they seem ready to go. Lord Blears will start against the champ in the first round. And it's a rough beginning for our first round of our tag team match tonight. Quartered on the ropes. The champ breaks and makes quite a thing out of it. Top wrist lock taken by the champ. First real hold and a tag. The strategy seems to be for frequent changes, and the champ is confused and upset as Lord Layton, a tremendous man, a giant of a man, comes in. The champ, many inches shorter, has a toe hold, and Lord Layton, I don't think has figured out exactly what he wants to do. And it looks like another tag will be in order here. That's what it is. And Lord Blears is going to come back in. And the champ is caught to the top headlock by Lord Blears, leading to a little bit of unhappiness on the part of the champ and his partner, Mr. Moto, the famous Japanese wrestler. Another tag. Lord Layton comes in, and the champ says, "What is it?" Mr. Moto, in a conference, gives the champ some advice. The champ comes in for a body lock. another tag. The champ, every time he gets a hold, he says, I give up. What you going to do? You get a hold, they tag. Well, the British Lords have certainly introduced something novel and unique with this constant changing. As you realize, to relieve your partner in the ring, you must touch his hand, and you must be standing both feet on the canvas outside the ropes, one hand on the top turnbuckle. Giant armbar by Lord Blears. And Lord Blears works on the arm. Now the champ would like to tag, but he can't quite make it.
Yeah.
First takedown of the match, and Lord Blears is going to have trouble tagging this time. However, he is punishing the champ's left arm. Champ was tempted there to pull hair. And Lord Blears bridges and still keeps his lock on the arm. Down with a knee. Champ trying to break that bridge of Lord Blears. Once again, that time it was the knees. And a break has been ordered. He can come down with the leg, but not with the knee. Lord Blears goes out. Lord Layton comes in. Mr. Moto asking questions, has been tagged and was a little reluctant about entering. Now he's found out. And Mr. Moto looks at this giant of a man who comes toward him, and he's just not sure how you begin. Look out, the conference is broken up in a hurry. Lord Layton working on Mr. Moto's left arm. There was a 2 count. This is the first of 4 15-minute rounds. Unless, of course, there's a fall, the round goes the full time. And if there are 2 falls for any one of these teams, the match automatically ends at that time. Lord Layton with a short arm scissors on Mr. Moto. Mr. Moto would like to tag, but it's a mighty long reach. Nobody has arms that long. Now Lord Layton moves out on that left arm. Mr. Moto trying to counter. Finally does get Lord Layton back in the canvas, and there's a 1 count on Mr. Moto, however, as Lord Layton has a rather loose, short arm scissors on him. Mr. Moto now coming up top side here. Fork shooter cuts at the throat in here. And Lord Layton, apparently not hurt by them, just kicked out to get himself out of trouble. This quarter Nelson by Mr. Moto has some of the fans shouting choke. Break being ordered. Mr. Moto breaks. And Lord Layton drops the punch in there, but I think everybody expected it from Mr. Moto. A claim of foul by Mr. Moto as he goes over to talk to the champ, Joe Pazandak. Mr. Moto highly incensed. Lord Layton indicates he can't hear what he's saying. He can't understand it because Mr. Moto is shouting at him in Japanese. Wait a minute, Lord Layton is taken over to the meat grinder here. Joe Pazandak punishing away at him. They're calling for Lord Blears to rush into the ring, but Lord Layton is rescued by the 2 referees, and Mr. Moto right back again on Lord Layton. Count got to 3 and almost 4. Mr. Moto stopped. If it had gone to 5, he could have been disqualified, failing to break on orders. Mr. Moto is trying for his famous sleeper hold, a hold that can bring on a brief period of unconsciousness. And the champ, you see, slamming away there, and the referees stop him from doing that. The count goes to 4, and just does go to 4. And almost on to 5. And look at the judo cut by Lord Layton. Mr. Moto is supposed to be the expert on that. He tags, and Lord Blears comes in against Mr. Moto. And Lord Blears is ready for action. British nobility going a little bit wild here at the moment. Lord Layton just dropped one in there to keep Mr. Moto loosened up, and he hurries over to tag the champ and bring him in instead. Champ infuriated by the sudden turn of events here, starting that famous double-handed attack, that softening up process of his. On the way, and suddenly Lord Blears reverses with a leg lock and a toe hold. Mr. Moto started down the ropes, trying to break this punishing hold, this leg scissors that Lord Blears has on the champ. And the champ is in real trouble. Maybe very close to a submission here for what could be the first fall. The champ goes to work on the hand, a favorite point of attack for him. We have 3 minutes left to go in the first round here. 3 minutes remaining. And Lord Blears tags, and Lord Layton comes in. Look how he towers over the champ. The champ again starting that double-handed attack, hitting with the heel of the hand, which is perfectly legal under the California rules. And Lord Layton is in trouble, and big trouble. A judo cut in the throat, and Lord Layton hard at work on the champ. The softening up process is turning around. Lord Layton bouncing away there, tags, and Lord Blears comes in. The champ is hurt, and Lord Blears trying to get that first fall before the bell sounds to end our first round of wrestling under the Australian rules. Now he's going to let Lord Layton come in and try to finish up the champ with a surfboard. And here's a man with the length of arm and leg to really put on a surfboard. Very close, very, very close. The bell has sounded. Wait a minute, I think the bell sounded too soon. Mr. Moto comes in there. There was no submission. The time has run out. The time has run out. There was no fall. The time had expired in the first round here. Mr. Moto complains. Mr. Fuji in there also helping take care of the champ. Well, there you have the first round in the main event here at the American Legion Stadium in Hollywood. Just shouted to some of the crowd, and he's shouting it again. My back's all right. Well, let's see if it really is, because the warning whistle sounded, and our second round is coming up, with neither side having scored a first fall. The champ continues to shout, and the savant attack, and the double-handed slams, and the forearm smashes. Look at them as they're rained on Mr. Moto here by Lord Blears, and the champ, for getting in on the argument, gets a little punishment on his back that he insists if it's all right. He took a tag from Mr. Moto, and he's lifted, and a slam. Lord Blears is going to let Lord Layton come in, as the champ, who said everything was all right, is getting a real treatment here. Lord Layton, some 260 pounds, stands on the champ and just stands there. And it could be the champ might even submit. Not yet, not yet, but it's very close to a possible submission. Lord Layton is going to let Lord Blears come in. And look at Lord Blears go to work on the champ, trying to get what could be the first fall. Lord Blears taking over for a full crab. A full crab. We could have our submission right now. We have. The champ has submitted, and the second round ends right here with Lord Layton and Lord Blears. Lord Blears actually putting on the full crab on the champ to take what amounts to the first fall of our match. A very quick fall, and we'll get to the time in the second round for you. in just a moment. Champ still complains. The champ insists he did not submit. He's shouting, "I said no." But let's hear from Joe Strongbow if we can get it above the uproar.
Ball in 1 minute, 9 seconds of the second round, the team of Lord Layton and Lord Blears.
So this brings us to the end of the second round. Now in just a moment the wrestlers will be back in action and we'll have round 3. We're back ready for action with the bell about to sound to start the third round. And the champ is again insisting everything's all right. As you saw a moment ago, he claimed he did not submit. He said no, he was not ready to submit. But everybody else seemed to hear it the other way. Well, Mr. Moto is going to start. The champ was out there, but he quickly leaves the ring, and Mr. Moto will meet Lord Layton as round B. We're wrestling Australian style here again. The first team to get 2 falls will win. However, it will be wrestled 4 rounds. And the boomsa-daisy for Mr. Moto as Lord Layton has him tight in a body scissors. Ed Grice just asked if Mr. Moto wanted to submit it, and it made Mr. Moto very unhappy. He's turning in those scissors. He's trying to go to work on the throat, but not much chance. Lord Layton with tremendous strength, able to really pour it on with the body scissors. Moto, the fork judo cut broke the scissors, and he's slamming away with those fork judo cuts, which are okay. Slamming away at the throat of Lord Layton, who seems to be in trouble. Lord Layton can't quite. Gets free. Lord Blears wants to tag and does get a tag. And so Lord Blears comes in and takes over. Oh, wait a minute. The judo cuts are hurting Lord Blears now. And the sleeper hold is on, but a stomp of the bare foot spoils everything. A drop kick. Look at that. Mr. Moto very close to losing everything here. The champ with an extra punch to the ropes. Remember this, despite the fact we wrestle 4 15-minute rounds, each round, of course, is when there's a fall, and if any one of these teams gets 2 falls, the match will end at that time. Now, protestations of friendship by Mr. Moto. Moves in on the hand. Let's see if Lord Blears with a sabat that time. A kick to the back to the side of the foot, which is okay. Judo cut. Champ after Lord Blears. Mr. Moto will continue to see what he can do, and as finally quits, is taken off. Lord Blears seems to be in trouble as Mr. Moto tries for the sleeper hold. And a tag, and Lord Layton comes in. And moves in on Mr. Moto. Gets set with that arm. Winding it up. Lord Layton relieved by Lord Blears, and the latter goes to work and stops that fair Tootsie again. Wow, 2 times. And continues to work on Mr. Moto's left arm. Mr. Moto reversing, coming up topside. But he's working on that throat, and they claim it is impairing the breathing, so he'll be stopped. He tags and lets the champ come in. Lord Blears in trouble, getting some rabbit punches here, and the champ, who seems to be in better shape than he was in the second fall, slams away. Lord Blears surprises the champ, but Lord Blears is hurt. Champ pounds with the forearm. Lord Blears starts a move to get away. The champ again goes to work and gets a 1 count on Lord Blears. Well, the fans are shouting here, but actually I don't think the champ has really pulled it. He has a little that time. And he pounds that midsection. Lord Blears is hurt, and it's 2, and it's 3, and it's a fall apiece. The second fall, coming in the third of our 4 rounds of competition in the main event tonight at the Hollywood Legion Stadium, goes to Mr. Moto and Joe, the champ, Pazandak. Joe Pazandak pinning Lord Blears of the team of Lord Blears and Lord Layton. And Lord Layton hurries into the ring, and Captain Leslie Holmes, the manager of Lord Blears, also in here to help him out. Let's get the official announcement from Joe.
In the time of 4 minutes, 1 second, the second fall goes to Mr. Moto and Joe Pazandak. That is in 4 minutes, 1 second of the third round.
We've had lots of action here tonight, and we've come to the end of the third round. But there's always plenty of action when your favorite wrestlers get into the ring at the American Legion Stadium in Hollywood. Promises this is going to be one of the greatest tag team matches, and already it's lived up to every promise you made.
Well, Bill, maybe I didn't explain myself fully when I said one of the greatest. What I meant was it would be one of the greatest to the wrestling fans, because for once they could relax, and I knew it was going to be a lot of wrestling, a lot of good rough stuff, but the people don't care who's getting the rough stuff because they don't actually have a favorite tonight, although it seems to me like that most of the people here do favor Lord Layton and Lord Blears tonight, which surprises me a lot. I think that Pazandak and Moto have showed surprising strength against 2 such large fellas, don't you?
I think they did very well. The only thing, I think Joe overestimated himself, and he said his back wasn't hurt a bit at the end of the first round.
Well, Pazandak is a fellow that's been around for a long time. He knows all the tricks of the trade in wrestling, and he doesn't fail to take advantage of them. When he hollers his back isn't hurt, it was probably hurting him pretty bad, but he was just trying to throw him off a little, you know.
You want to make any prediction? This is a tough one to predict.
Well, I don't know. There's only 1 round left. Whichever team scores a fall this round is the winner of the match, you know.
I should say. Well, it's a little difficult, too, in tag team wrestling. They have to move pretty fast, and they want to get those falls.
That's right.
What did you think of the strategy in the first round of Lord Layton and Lord Blears, of those continual tags where they were in and out of the ring about every minute?
Well, it kind of reminded me of a wrestler we have here once in a while. It's always saying that he's going to confuse the opponents. I think it looked to me like that Lord Layton and Lord Blears were merely trying to confuse the opponents. So
I think they were.
That was it, I imagine, Bill.
Thank you, Jules. I think our time is about run out. Yes, there's the whistle. And we'll be underway with the final round. Look out. Everybody hurries in there. Both Lord Layton and Lord Blears came across the ring. Mr. Moto is slow in getting out. And the champ says, let's have no more forearm smashes. So, in a contrast in height, the champ meets Lord Layton as they go to the crucial last round of our main event. Top wrist lock, key lock by Lord Layton. The champ with a halfway body lock, punishing the back. He's got pressure on the nerve center back there, and he is forcing a break. Cecil Payne, the referee, that you see at the back of the picture, checking with the other referee, Ted Grice. And they agree this hold is okay. Lord Layton is trying to get over, and I think he does want to tag Lord Blears, and he has done just exactly that. Here's Lord Blears punishing the champ's back again. With forearm smashes, he goes to work. They're on the ropes, and the referee's trying to break them. Lord Blears drops 1 punch in after tagging Lord Layton, and Lord Layton feels the champ across the ring and runs into a punch that really has slowed him up. So the champ pounds away with his famous softening up process here. The hold may be on the throat. Lord Layton taken into the corner, and Mr. Moto also working on the throat. Ted Grice, the referee, outside the ropes, orders the break. Cecil Payne inside, counting off here as Lord Layton staggers down the ropes. Mr. Moto in on the tag now, replacing the champ. Lord Layton trying to protect himself. Cecil recovered a little bit. Body locked by Mr. Moto. Yeah. Mr. Moto has a body lock. But you see the counter move by Lord Layton now. In an effort to break it, which he has done. He's got a reverse Nelson working for him. Moto in trouble. Field by Lord Layton as he gives up on the hold. Off balance in the rope. Break has been ordered. Lord Layton slams one in there and another in the tummy. And Mr. Moto gets Field across the ring, and he's coming back with a mare. Lord Layton to the side headlock. This is the final round. Only a few minutes left for either of the two tag teams to come up with a fall that could give them this important main event tonight here at the Hollywood Legion Stadium. Lord Blears shouts to Lord Layton, watch the sleeper hold, but Mr. Moto's hold is down on the throat, and he breaks at the count of 3. And, of course, until 5 to break. The count is 3 again. Look at that. They ran head-on into each other, and they just let their chests collide, and it was much the worse for Mr. Moto. There, Mr. Moto is snapped hard. Lord Layton snaps the mare again, and now lets Lord Blears come in. Stomp on the hand this time. The forearm smash, and then suddenly back comes Mr. Moto. And a surprise sabat kick. Mr. Moto is in trouble. Look at these mares. But a punch changes everything. And the judo cuts fore and aft here. Leg snatched by Lord Blears. He's going to tag and let Lord Layton come in and take over. Working on this left leg with an inside flat toe hold. And Lord Layton comes up with the Indian deathlock. The champ illegally in the ring spoils the hold. And Mr. Moto will not be allowed to keep the hold that he has here. It'll force him to break. The tag will bring the champion against Lord Layton. Lock by the champ, side headlock by Lord Layton. Lord Layton bridges, and look at the strength of this man as he comes back up again. So close to having those shoulders put right down on the canvas. Now Lord Layton changes the leverage a little bit, but the champ still has the strength to bring him back over once again. Lord Layton down on the canvas, the champ topside. We have 9 minutes left. 9 minutes left here of wrestling time in this final round. Plenty of opportunity, of course, for either of the tag teams to get the deciding fall. Of course, Lord Layton, a tremendously strong man, trying to get enough leverage to reverse on the champ, and here he comes. Lord Layton moving, the champ losing ground. The rope's being bounced by Lord Blears as Mr. Moto is leaning over there. The champ, in disgust, breaks the hold. As they moved, you could see the champ come up with the body lock. And with that lock, he has the knuckles pressing against the spine. But a tag, and Lord Blears will replace Lord Layton. Lord Layton's still in the middle of things here. They're having trouble getting a break. I don't know whether the champ realizes or not there's been a tag. He's taken off by Lord Blears and got a slam to the throat from Lord Layton on the break. Lord James Blears with the arm lock on Joe Pazandak. Remember, it's a fall apiece. Lord Blears and Lord Layton got their fall after 1 minute and 9 seconds of the second round. Mr. Moto and Joe Pazandak got theirs after 4 minutes and 1 second of the third round. The first round went the full length with no fall. Lord Blears now seems to be in trouble, and he's trying to tag. Couldn't quite reach Lord Layton, despite the latter's tremendous reach. And the tag. Lord Layton moves in, replacing Lord Blears. Double wrist lock and a double arm stretch. Still plenty of time for that deciding fall. Champ turning in the hold. Oh, he's in the hold. He's beginning to come up top side. Champ reverses. Look out, he's got both the legs. There's a 1 count on Lord Layton, a 2 count, as a matter of fact, that time, before he kicked free. Then they move again. Champ takes a top wrist lock, goes way out on the fingers where he likes to put the pressure on. Of course, he cannot legally separate the fingers. And Grice moves in to make sure that they're not separated. And Lord Layton is starting a reversal. Instead of reversing to the hole, he just broke it. And you can see the champ looking a little disgusted. And deciding to move once again. Body lock by Lord Layton this time. Champ can't do much with the big man, but he has finally worked himself back to that top wrist lock again. Now let's see what Lucky has this time. Lord Layton just steps out of it. As easy as that. Mr. Moto not very happy about the maneuver. 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes left here in the final round. Now watch a real test of strength between two tremendously strong men. Lord Layton, Joe Pazandak. Well, the kick spoiled it. And the champ starts that softening up again. Champ decides to let Mr. Moto come in and replace him. And because Lord Layton's off balance against the ropes, Mr. Moto cannot continue the attack. Go behind by Lord Layton, a full Nelson on Mr. Moto. Lord Blears lets him have one, and how? Moto the ropes, runs into one of those judo cuts, one that he specializes in himself. And Lord Blears dumps a tackle on him right in a hurry. Drop kicks in. Lord Layton with an extra slam in there, and a bear brings Mr. Moto out. A tag, and Lord Layton comes back, as Mr. Moto is the one who's in trouble now. Look out. Mr. Moto isn't through. Don't count him out yet. He drives those judo cuts at the throat. And he tagged Lord Blears. He didn't realize where he was. Mr. Moto was tagging Lord Blears. Down comes that tremendous arm of Lord Layton. He has tagged Lord Blears. And a stomp of the barefoot. And Mr. Moto racked up but good. Lord Blears goes after him now. Tags and lets Lord Layton come in to work on him once again. There's a veil. And a bear. And now Lord Blears on top. Let's see if he can pin for 1 and 2. That is all just 2, not that third count. Champ slipping down the ropes, being held off by Ted Grice. Mr. Moto trying to tag. We have 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes left. Let's see if we're going to get that deciding fall. Mr. Moto putting on the sleeper hold, but there's pressure on the throat, and the hold is broken. Leg snatch by Lord Layton. The champ won't tag. The champ is ready to give instructions to Mr. Moto, but he would not accept the tag and come into the ring. Mr. Moto topside now. Lord Layton under the ropes. That's why they're holding off Mr. Moto. A tag again, and Lord Blears, who gave that double-handed rabbit punch, is in there legally. Lord Blears snapping a mare. And look out, we're very close here. Very close to having two sets of shoulders in the canvas. Moto is in the ropes. And Lord Blears will have to wait until Mr. Moto comes in. I don't know what Lord Layton planned, but it didn't work. 1 minute left. Mr. Moto tagging again on Lord Layton this time. He is shaken up by what he's been taking here in this fourth round. He wants to tag the champ, and the champ does accept the tag now and comes into the ring. Look out. Champ can't be sure just where that really came from. Only seconds remaining in the fourth and final round of the great main event, climaxing our card tonight at the Hollywood Legion Stadium. Look at that savant kick. The champ who said there was nothing wrong with his back has got plenty wrong with it now. Lord Blears taken down hard, though, with a leg snatch, and it's the champ's turn to hand out the punishment here. Body scissors. Lord Blears with a tremendous one here. And the bell. The time has run out. It is a fall apiece. Let's get the opinion of the referees. Champ a little concerned, comes up, and it is a draw. A draw, fall apiece, and the referees ruled this one to be a draw. We'll get the official announcement from Joe Strongbow in just a moment. What an exciting and wild main event we had here tonight.
At the end of the fourth round, each team having won one fall, the referee's decision, a draw.
Well, leaving the ring, our various wrestlers, Lord Blears and Lord Layton getting congratulations from the ringsiders. Ted Grice on his way out also. And you notice Lord Layton, so tall that he just steps over the top rope. The champ leaving through the opposite corner behind us. And you see something of the popularity of our two British lords here this evening as they acknowledge many requests for autographs. Standing up there with them also Captain Leslie Holmes. Lord Blears standing on the top of the ladder there, ready to come down for the ring, by the way. Had many exciting experiences during World War II. Escaped from a Japanese submarine, jumping overboard when it surfaced, and swimming with his hands manacled to get away from the Japanese. Captain Holmes, by the way, also had distinguished service in the British Army during the war. Now Jules Strombow's come down here to join us. We've got a tremendous crowd, and I don't know whether we can have an opportunity to let Jules, as big as he is, though he isn't as big as he used to be, thanks to Taff on. He's losing weight, and Jules would like to get up here, and I'm sure talk about this exciting main event that just... Jules?
Well, I'll tell you, Bill, right to the last second there, it looked like that we had plenty of action.